Hey everyone, this is Kerry with DJI Colorado and Multicopter Warehouse here in Centennial, Colorado, and we have the new DJI FPV drone. So they're here, they're in stock, they're ready to pick up, and we're going to do an unboxing to show you what all comes with it. And then in the next video, we'll show you some flight footage so you can see what this thing is all about. So let's get it opened up. I'm very excited to see this thing. If we can find the opening here. There we go. All right. Look at that. Your first impression right there when you open the box is you see the drone and the goggles. So very, very cool. These are the DJI FPV goggles V2. They're very comfortable, great performance, very little lag. So they're going to be great for flying an FPV drone. Next, we have the aircraft itself. Now, there it is in kind of the palm of my hand there. It's actually heavier than I expected, but it's a nice compact shape. The arms, looks like the back arms here are all part of this main structure, and the front arms here look like they just have a couple screws, and these might be fairly easy to replace, but until we really take one apart and see what it's all about, it's going to be a little hard to know just kind of what the repairability is going to be on this. And on the back, we have the majority of the weight here in the battery, and we have the gimbal cover up here on front. So we'll pull that off, and we've got the camera here. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of footage we get out of the camera here. On the front, there's a port here. It's got USB-C, and your micro SD card slots are right there in the front. Pretty accessible there. Does look like like the rest of DJI products, the SD card is going to be kind of a pain to get out. It has front obstacle avoidance. That's pretty cool. These motors are definitely bigger than I expected. They're bigger than what you'd see on a Mavic Mini or Mavic Air 2. These are even wider than the Mavic 2 series, but they're more of a pancake shape. On the bottom, it looks like there's an LED light and sensors for the bottom, and these look the same. They look like collision avoidance sensors on the bottom. There's no sensors on the back, tops, or sides, as this is an FPV drone. The battery, you're gonna, we remove the power cord from it right there, and then pull back on the battery, and the battery pulls right out. And then this thing is very, very light. So that's what we have in the top of the box. So we'll pull out this foam here, and now we can see the rest of the package here. We got the remote control. So really nice feel. It's a little bit bigger than the feel of something like the Mavic Mini 2 or the Mavic Air 2 controller. It's got a really nice feel to it. It's got a lanyard hook right on the front. Super nice. Power button and a C1 controller. Joysticks fit in the inside here. USB-C for charging. This is definitely the antenna on here. We have return to home and pause on this side. And this is your shutter button. Looks for both video, maybe video and photos. Not quite sure yet. Still have a lot to dig in. Your modes, your M, S, and N modes there. And then this is also a 3-way toggle. Because I know in one of the modes, you have 3 different settings. So that's probably going to be there. Start, stop on this side, and a control wheel over here, probably for tilting the gimbal. So not much in the way of function keys other than the C1 and then the dedicated keys that are on here. And there's no way to mount a phone because you're supposed to use the goggles. So going to be interesting to see how that works. I've never been a huge fan of goggles myself because I have really bad astigmatism, but I've never tried the FPV goggles. So they do fit over my glasses. So can't wait to see how these are going to work out. Now, in the box here, we have several boxes. So this one has the props. Now these are fairly interesting looking props. I would have expected a little bit bigger, but they are tri-blades, so that's going to be very efficient, and they have a very similar profile to the most of the new DJI propellers out there, with this low noise, tiny hook type design, simple quick connects to put them on the drone. So there's the propellers. Let's see the next box here. Oh, it's another set of propellers, so don't need to open that. We got this is a heavier box here. This has the AC adapter in it and the goggles battery. So we'll crack this box open here. So pretty standard looking charging brick like all the other DJI products have, with a specific port for the battery and 2 USB ports. My guess is that's going to charge the remote and the goggles. So yeah, pretty handy brick there. And then we have the goggles battery. This is pretty similar to the WB37 batteries, just different connectors on it. It's looks like just a USB port over here and power on the back. Not quite sure how this all goes together yet. We're just unboxing it, so I haven't even got to the manual yet. And let's see, we got one more box over here, and this says top shell. There's a top shell, goggles antenna, goggles headband, cable, and manuals. So we'll see what we have in this box. So we have just forget about it. I'm just going to go ahead and rip this thing open. All right, there we get the headband for the goggles. That's all good to go. Power cord for the AC adapter. That'll go with that. We've got a USB-A to USB-C cable. So at least one of those is going to go for charging the remote. We've got a little hex driver. Not sure what that's going to adjust yet, but I'm sure it's going to be for something. Actually, it looks like it may be for all these screws that are on here. Not quite sure what these guys are. Oh, these are the antennas that go on the goggles. So if you have never seen a picture of these goggles before, they kind of remind me a lot of Ant-Man, you know, from the Marvel movies. They really kind of bug out a little bit. And there's actually 4 of them. So I'll just get 2 of them installed on here. You can kind of see you're going to have 2 on top and 2 on the bottom. Let's see, more cables. We have another, this is looks like some proprietary cable. Not quite sure what this is going to be for yet. Got looks like a OTG type cable here. Here's the other antennas for the goggles. This must be the top shell. So you obviously can replace the top shell with the green one. So if you have 2 people flying, you have 2 different colors. I would imagine that these will be available in other colors at some point, but we'll see. And then we have the quick start guide and safety guidelines. So what we're going to do is get all this stuff on the charger and then go have some fun. So this is the new DJI FPV drone here at Multicopter Warehouse and DJI Colorado. Thanks for watching my unboxing video, and stay tuned for some flight videos as we get this thing up in the air and see what it's capable of doing. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.